Akron begins a new era of football against UCF. It is pouring rain here for our first game of the Akron Zips Dynasty here on College Football Revamped. And this is an interesting game because, trying to figure out the roster here. Here's DJ Irons, quarterback. We make a nice throw right there to Tony Grimes Jr., getting 12 yards on the play right there. Just really nice read and throw right there. 2nd and 7. Pressure coming in. Going to find Alex Adams. We pick up the first down right there again. So we're kind of moving down the field a little bit here, picking up nice chunks. 3rd and 4. Short yardage situation. And we just missed that throw right there. And just kind of an off throw. That should have been an easy completion. So we end up punting it away. Here is CJ Harvey breaking tackles, getting into the open field. Or RJ Harvey, excuse me, I called him CJ. But yeah, just not good enough right there on the defensive line to kind of shut down that run game. And that's definitely a part of weakness I'm noticing right there, is that the defensive line needs work badly. And yeah, gonna have to maybe try to address that. I have a lot of my recruiting boards set, and you see here again, just RJ Harvey. That should have been a loss, or not a loss, but that should have not have been that much of a pickup. 4th and inches, that kind of allows them to consider going for it. And RJ Harvey picks up the first down right there. Just, we can't really get anything at the point of attack here. 3rd and goal here. Trying to get something here, and we finally kind of get a stop here. Get into the backfield and force them to kick the field goal here. So only give up 3 on that first drive. Look like they were going to easily score a touchdown there. Come back here now. Irons going to be a handoff here to Price, and he picks up the first down. Clyde Price picking up that first down. And here, 2nd and 10, play action look. Thought about taking a deep shot, but just nothing came open right there. So TJ Banks gets it. 3-yard pickup on that play. 3rd and 7 coming up here. And shotgun formation. Going to go for a screen here, and that is not what we need from 55. Whoever that is, that was not a good block. That should have been a pancake. That should have been a put that guy in his you-know-what. And it didn't happen right there. And then we have just a wide open receiver right there. And we kind of force him out of bounds. Kobe Hudson picks up 37. And really good route right there by him. And yeah, was able to get open and make something happen there. So we get Plumlee here with the sack. 4th and 17 on 3rd down. Make it 4th down. 4th and 17. They're going to have to kick a field goal. So we've held them to field goals here, back-to-back drives. And so that's a positive that we're not giving up touchdowns, but need to go get some points here for sure, and preferably a touchdown, maybe take the lead. So Irons on the run here, throws this one. Going to find George, breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down. Not before picking up 12 on the play. So we come back again here, 1st and 10, looking. Throws this one over the linebacker right there. We're going to find Tristan Brank. I hope that's how you say it. Price picks up a couple yards right there. 2nd and 4. Now we come back again, and this is where I kind of noticed the line having some issues. It feels like in these short yardage situations, I did not feel comfortable running on short yardage situations. 3rd and 4, Irons going to find TJ Banks, picks up the first down. Now we're 1st and goal here. Looking pretty good here. 1st and goal, decide to throw it, and that should have been caught. But Adams could not hold that one in. We come back again, looking, handoff to Price. I'm not sure what happened on that play. There was like an imaginary animation he goes for. I don't know what that's all about. It's always interesting to remember these older EA football games do weird things like that. And then there is Adams dropping another pass in the end zone. We decided to go for it here. We get it into Banks' hands, and he can't hold on to it. And then I always remembered these games always did this, where guys would never just sit down and catch a ball. They would always come towards it, especially in the end zone. That was really annoying. That was kind of like a flashback to my issues with these games back in the day. But RJ Harvey picks up 13. Again, the defensive line just not getting pressure. Trent Whitmore picks up 15 on the play right there. So UCF just marching down the field here. Maybe should have taken the points, possibly, but I feel like getting a touchdown there would have been, I think it's worth the risk. A touchdown would have given us the lead. So instead, it's just them running down the field on us. RJ Harvey breaking tackles into the open field. We finally bring them down. But they are up over 104 yards rushing, and just the point of the attack, we are just not good enough. I mean, that is just clear as we pop John Rice Plumlee right there on his 8-yard rush. Another things I liked about this game was just kind of those tackle animations like that. It feels like when you hit a guy, like he just would just get lit up, and it's just like he'd be dead. Like, not dead, but you know what I mean. Like, guys would just crush guys here. So 4th and 5, we hold them again to just a field goal. So, they had to drive all the way for a field goal. So at this point, I'm feeling somewhat decent about our defense. I think we played good situationally. We're going to find Jacquees Long here, or Jacquees Lewis here, pick up some nice yardage. 2nd and 2, and this is where I talk about where it just feels like short yardage situations are just tough for this line. I feel like they just can't hold up here, and we find Brank again on a really nice play right there from DJ Irons. So we come back again, 1st and 10. Irons going to find Banks. Banks gets out of bounds, 9-yard gain right there. So, I mean, things are looking good for us, I would say. Play action look here, and we're looking. We throw this one up deep. He has Adams open. He beat his man and just overthrows the football. Yeah. I always feel, I have to say, playing this game made me kind of realize a little bit about some of the things I do think Modern Madden does a little bit better. I think, pass leading and things like that is really good. Ball trajectory is really good. So we come here. DJ Iron stumbles, gets hit, strips, sack, fumbles the football. And another opportunity for points down the drain. Probably should have threw it away, but wanted to try to extend the play. And instead, we end up with no points. So it's 9-0. Still a very winnable game for us at this point. But Plumlee now going to hand off to RJ Harvey. No one gets a hand on him, and he's into the open field. And then I take a decent angle here to kind of not let him get a touchdown. 62-yard rush right there. And we come back here, 3rd and 7. Plumlee, pressure, going to find Baker. Javon Baker, touchdown. And UCF finally gets into the end zone. They decide to go for 2. Plumlee keeps it himself, and they get 2, and they make it 17-0 here, which is kind of rad. 2nd and 1, handoff here to Clyde Price, picks up some nice yardage right there. 9-yard rush, just couldn't pop it bigger, had to make one more man miss. Irons gonna find Alex Adams underneath right there. 9-yard reception. Adams having a very good game so far. 4 receptions, 51 yards. Outside of the 2 drops, Iron stands in the end zone, or stands in the pocket, fires towards the end zone. 4th and 5. You gotta go for it here at this point in the game. You just do. Stands in the pocket. Gonna find George right there. Picks up the first down. Picks up the first down. And extends the drive. Irons on the run. Can't outrun the defender right there. Ends up getting tripped up at the feet. 2nd and goal. Play action and pressured right away. Gets sacked for a loss of 11. And honestly, that knocks us out of field goal range. So no one gets a hand on the edge rusher right there. Just nothing. So we're here, and he just throws that one in the dirt. And so what started off as a pretty decent game for DJ Irons kind of just devolves into disaster. And he had Adams again right there. And again, in Madden, I would hit L1 and then circle to get it over the defender. That's not a thing in these older games. You have to actually tap it to loft the ball over. That's on me. Just kind of not used to that. Again, because in Madden, you can still kind of bullet pass, but if you can do a bullet pass high or things like that and get the ball over defenders. Again, one of the things I do think these games do better. RJ Harvey, and then Plumlee runs this one in for a touchdown as time expires. And Plumlee, I believe, is a senior, so he won't be back, but I will definitely schedule UCF every year I can, and every season I can, to potentially, I want to blow out UCF one day. I will try to schedule them late in the season, hopefully, to potentially ruin any chance they had of postseason success. Screw UCF. So 23-43 for DJ Irons. No interceptions, but got sacked 5 times in this game. The line at times just could not give him time to throw. Clyde Price had a decent game for 58 yards. Just that we just couldn't get him the blocking that he needed at times, it felt like. And that was kind of the problem. We come here to receiving, and, you know, Alex Adams and Banks with 5 receptions, 57 yards for Adams. But those two drops are brutal. You know, both of those drops by Adams were in the end zone, and both of those would have been, it was on the same drive, but that would have at least got us a touchdown when the game was close. I don't know if that really changes the game for us, but yeah. So we come back here after losing that game. Not too much movement on the recruiting end of things for us. Some guys have already committed, but there was guys that we didn't have too many points on. Patrick Holtz. We are in a little bit here. We jumped up to 3 here, I believe. Still trailing Kent, but still going to make a full press for Patrick Holt. Do a little bit more scouting. Good strength, good impact blocking. He looks good. I want to get this guy. Yeah, I want him. Gotta get him. Gotta improve this line. And getting a freshman 71 overall on the line would be pretty big for us. Look through here, the rest of our board, and looking pretty good. I might have to go back through here, look through more of these guys that we have who maybe aren't realistic, and start trying to find some defensive tackles. Maybe there's some guys we can get in on, because that's where I want to improve this team, is the defensive line. I want to get this line, you know, I want to get this line better. It just needs to be better. I want that to be a kind of a strength of our team moving forward. Similar to how I had to do with the Bears franchise, where I wanted to rebuild that defensive lineup. I wanted to build the defensive lineup here. Got a quarterback who's interested in us. Looks pretty decent, from Ohio. So when we come back next episode, we're going to be taking on FCS East. Hopefully we can beat an FCS team. If we can't, there's some real problems. But hopefully we can beat this FCS team, put some points up on the board, feel good about ourselves, and then get into the rest of our schedule and the rest of our season. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to hit like, be sure to hit subscribe, be sure to come back for more Akron Zips Akron Zips Dynasty, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.